All right, so with fingers underneath the sole of your foot, just start with some long strokes along the sole up to the ball of the foot, gently sort of teasing apart the tissues as you are moving your fingers away from each other, feeling and creating space in the bottom of your feet, continuing to, you know, circle around the heel. Every now and then you might feel some oil that needs to get rubbed in, so you can go ahead and do that. Up along the toes here. All right. So, sorry, just want to use a little bit more. It's, coming out of winter, a little bit dry here. So there's a couple different places that you can go with your thumbs. Find the spaces between the long bones of your foot, and you can gently rock those back and forth as you work out toward the toes. See if you can relax your leg. It's nice to have it supported so that you don't get uncomfortable cramping in your hip hinge here. So it's nice, I'm sort of resting the heel of my foot down as I do this. But again, you can do this in a chair. You could be standing with one foot up on a chair as you do this if it's just for a few minutes. Remember to hinge forward at the hips so you're maintaining that posture, not slouching. And just moving through the spaces between the long bones of the feet, moving out toward the toes. You can go back. So in Thai yoga massage, that practice refers to sen lines, which are remarkably similar to meridians in traditional Chinese medicine. And there are sen lines along the bones of the feet. So in addition to addressing the spaces between the feet, you can gently, I'm using my thumb, go along the long bones of the feet out toward the toes and change hands as it works best for you. Maybe if I turn actually this way, you might see a little better. You could certainly also use, this might be a little more comfortable for you, certainly also use your fingers instead. In massage, your thumbs can get tired very quickly. So take breaks, switch off, switch hands, switch fingers. That's why tools are so popular, because you could use a roller ball for this. I'm going to try that in a second and see how that goes. You could use a roller ball. You're applying oil as you do this though, so there'll have to be a time where you go back and work the oil in with your fingers. But that might be kind of nice for you too. You can bring your hands together to do this. And those same lines are on the soles of your feet too, right? So can work the spaces between the long bones of your feet. You might not have known that there were long bones in there if you haven't looked at any pictures of that. But as you gently work in here, you'll feel some spaces between bones. So spaces between the bones, and then sen lines along the long bones and out the toes. And you can actually also pull right off of the ends of the toes to release that energy that you're moving from your heels down to your toes, gently pulling off the edges of the toes. You might get a crack out of it, you might not. That's not something we're working toward, but it might be something that happens. So, the first few times you do this, you might want to really pay attention and watch what you're doing, but this can be a sort of thing, if you do it on a regular basis, that you can be watching TV or read a book or something while you're doing this. Quite relaxing.